Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's guided meditation and yoga practice. Just a few quick things before we get started. We will be recording today's session. You'll have the opportunity to view that recording again later on our EDWS YouTube page. If during today's session you have any technical difficulties, please use the chat box feature to let us know, and we'll try to help you troubleshoot those. The schedule for today's practice is going to be guided meditation from approximately 12 to 12:20. We'll take a short 10-minute break, and then we'll return for the yoga portion of today's practice. This will be a seated yoga session today, and that will be from 12:30 to 1:30. As always, our guided meditation and yoga instructor is Janet Weiss, and without further ado, I will turn things over to her.
Welcome to Guided Meditation. So glad to have you here. Begin with finding a comfortable posture. You can do this meditation sitting, or you can also do it supine, lying on the bed or floor or whatever your environment permits. The main thing is your comfort and a posture that supports and benefits your meditation practice. So get yourself arranged and balanced right to left. And then line up your head and your chest and your belly. And begin your transition journey. So you're going from your outer world, your outer vision, to your inner world and your inner vision. Take a few moments to do this, and your breathing will help you. So aligning with, connecting with your breathing, so that your breathing is becoming more and more conscious, more and more mindful. And let your inhale be complete and full. And let your exhale be complete and thorough. So take these moments now to follow your breathing. Following all of your inhale, following all of your exhale. Your inhale is self-nourishing. And it's the essence of renewal and receptivity. So unlocking receptivity and acknowledging that each breath, each moment is new. Renewing. And each exhale is the essence of releasing, letting go, and for these moments, surrendering. Surrendering to these moments. sensation by sensation by sensation. And noticing how the sensations and the moments change. They're like the weather, they're changing all the time. And give those changing moments and changing sensations lots of spaciousness and permission. So you're inviting and allowing aliveness to flow through you now. Inviting and allowing vital energy to flow through you now. And as you open to this aliveness and this energy flow, invite your thinking mind, your thought forms, to float. So there's no thought chasing, no getting hijacked by a thought train, which often and easily and naturally happens to all of us. But for these moments, for these meditative moments, invite your thinking mind and your thought forms to float over like clouds in the sky, or evaporate like bubbles, bathtub bubbles, or bubbles that form on a lake. Allow them to evaporate so that you can attune more directly and more clearly to the living energy that's flowing through you now. And let this energy flow happen all the way down through your shoulders, arms, hands, palms, all 8 fingers and all 2 thumbs. Feel that flowing, feel that tingling sensation, any pressure flowing down through your shoulders, and feel it from the internal space, the interior experience, down through your arms, hands, palms, all 8 fingers and both thumbs. Feel the spaciousness there, the volume, the weight. Like a vibrating energy. Particles of vibrating energy. And let your breathing awaken aliveness down through your shoulders, arms, hands, palms, fingers, and thumbs. So you're scanning through your physical body. Down from your shoulders, through your chest, sternum, shoulder blades on the back of your body, the cavern of your chest, awakening aliveness there. lungs and heart. Let your breathing create a wakefulness there. The interior space of your chest and upper back. And then softening down the verticality of your physical body to your rib cage, the front of your ribs, sides of your ribs, back of your ribs. So your rib cage is like a golden bird cage. And there's a beautiful, colorful bird sitting at the center of this rib cage. And if there's not one, imagine one with your own unique imagination. And then letting your breathing penetrate all the way down to your belly and your abdominal organs and your low back. Breathing betwixt and between all of your abdominal organs. Breathing in aliveness and wakefulness there. And to your low back, your sacrum. Breathing a spaciousness there. Especially if there's any pain there. Breathing a spaciousness around any pain. And then softening vertically downward, all the way down to your pelvic cradle and pelvic floor. All the way down through both of your hip sockets, down through your legs, the interior realm, down through your knees and ankles, feet, and all of your toes. Front of your legs, the in and out seams of your legs, and the back of your legs. Scan and rescan as needed, all through the interior of your physical being. And as you breathe, untangling, unknotting, unwinding any gripping, tightness, or tension that's housed in your interior world. And it may be unbeknownst to you, but you might be able to tune into it. So letting go, releasing, calming, any areas that are calling out to you that want to let go. Could be the back of your neck, could be your shoulders, could be along your spine, maybe your heart center. Unknotting, untangling, unwinding any frozen energy. So it may be frozen like an ice cube, and let it float on becomes part of the flow, part of the flowing energy, part of the flowing aliveness. And say yes to this flowing aliveness, this internal spaciousness. Say yes to the flesh and tissue that contains and holds your being. Say yes to muscles, tendons, ligaments, all of your organs. Say yes to your circulation, your digestion, all of the many systems that sustain your aliveness. And inviting any frozen energy to melt, like ice cubes melting to water, to warm water. So there's a warmth and comfort flowing through you now. Let any frozen muscle patterns melt down your face, down your shoulders, so that you can more and more say yes to your authentic nature, your authentic being. So for these moments now, as you release and relax, renew and receive, float in the light of awareness. Saying yes to the light of awareness that flows through you now. Letting your nerves, your nervous system, your nerve endings settle downward, calm downward, and say yes to this calm, serene inner space. Cloaked in silence and stillness. And this is a silence that's listening. It's listening internally. And welcoming and accepting whatever shows up. And this is a stillness that's attuned to animated aliveness. That animated aliveness that's flowing through you now. And say yes to this aliveness. Yes to the light of awareness that's flowing through you now. Bathe in this light and bathe in this aliveness. We'll close with the sound of a bell. Let the sound of the bell flow through you sweetly, purely, clearly. Namaste.
Thank you, everyone. We'll be taking a brief break, and then we'll return to proceed with the seated yoga portion of today's session. That will resume at 12:30. Thank you.
Welcome to the postural portion of yoga today. Seated yoga. We'll also do some standing poses using the chair. Ground rule, be safe with the chair, especially if your chair has wheels. And if your chair has arms, on some poses they'll be beneficial, and on some poses they'll be in the way. So you'll have to navigate your practice around your situation. So let's begin. I thought we could begin today with the face. So let's start with the eyes, and we'll take just the eyeballs around the clock. So looking skyward at 12 o'clock, so your face stays facing forward. Just your eyeballs lift skyward to 12 o'clock and around the clock over to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, downward, earthward to 6, over to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then returning to 12. And now from 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. And then across from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. One more time, 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock. And then come back to center, and you're going to squeeze your eyelids as tightly as you can. And then open your eyes as wide as you can. Big eyes. Lift your brow, smooth across your forehead. Just do that one more time. Eyelids squeeze tight, tight as you can. And then your eyes open as wide as you can. Lift your brow, smooth across your forehead. And then rest your eyes and the muscles around your eyes. And then take your jaw right to left. The jaw joint. So you're toggling your jaw side to side. Loosening up this temporomandibular joint where the jaw connects to the skull. And then same thing front to back. So you're jutting your lower teeth out and then coming back. Jutting your lower teeth out and then coming back. All right, and from here, shrug your shoulders to your ears, deep breath in. And then on your exhale, flop your shoulders. Inhale, shrug, tighten your shoulders to your ears. And then on your exhale, flop your shoulders. And let's do that one more time. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, flop. All right. And then give your shoulders a gentle little roll. Just helps release tension, tightness held on the shoulders. And then from here, we'll do a seated sun salute, Surya Namaskar. Very simple. So you're going to inhale your arms over your head. On your exhale, relax your palms to your thigh bones and flatten your back. Then you're going to inhale, arc your spine, and lift your head and tailbone. And then on your exhale, you're going to drop your chest over your legs. Drop your head, easy on the back of your neck. You're going to inhale your arms over your head. Exhale your arms by your sides. Okay, let's try that 2 more times so you get the sequence of it. So inhale your arms over your head. Exhale, palms to thigh bones, flatten your back. Inhale, arc your spine, lift your head and tail toward each other. This is your inhale. And then on your exhale, drop your arms and upper body over your legs. Drop your head. Gentle traction on the back of your neck. Okay, we're going to do it 1 more time. This time we're going to stay over the legs when we drop over the legs. Inhale your arms high. Exhale your arms low. Okay. One last time, sun salute, Surya Namaskar. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, drop your palms to your thigh bones, flatten your back. This is your exhale. Inhale, arc your back, lift your head and tail toward each other, broaden across your shoulders and your collarbones. And then exhale, drop over your legs. And we're going to stay here. This is seated child's pose. Release your shoulders, release your arms, release your head, easy on the back of your neck. Let your back breathe. It's a subtle sensation, but you can feel it. When you inhale, the air fills your back. On your exhale, your back empties and drops. Inhale, back fills with air. Exhale, back empty and drops. And then reach your arms away from your legs, out in front of you for Yogi Mudrasana. So you get a nice stretch across your back, both vertically and horizontally. And then release your arms. And rest your forearms on your thigh bones, just above your knees. Latch onto your elbows or forearms for Shy Yogi. So you're folding inward to the cave of your heart. Occupying the cave of your heart. Continue to let your back breathe. And then curl all the way to vertical through your spine and drop your right ear over to your right shoulder. And then go ahead and drop your entire torso over to the right side. Heavy right arm for ragdoll or sandbag. Letting tension drain out of your right ear. And then return to vertical through your spine. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Stay connected to your breathing. It's the most essential part of each pose. And then drop your torso now over to the left side, heavy through your left arm. Let any tightness or tension drain out of your left ear. Ragdoll, sandbag to the left. And then return to vertical. And then circle your head to the left. We're going both ways, so either way, but to follow me to the left. And not over-rotating, but keeping your head balanced over your neck and shoulders. And then reverse the rotation. Keeping your neck nice and loose, free and easy. And then on your next one, relax your chin to your chest, to your collarbone notch. Feel the weight of your head and easy on the back of your neck. A gentle traction on the back of your neck. And then bring your hands to the back of your head, the back of your skull. And we're going to involve the spine. So round the crown of your head towards your tailbone and feel the back of your spine lengthening. And the front of your spine curving so it's in the shape of a C curve. And then inverse that. So elbows pressed back, drop your head to your hands. Nice stretch on the inseam of your arms. And so now the front of your spine is open and spacious. It opens like a fan. And the back of your spine has a curve. Take a few deep breaths here. This is wonderful for heart opening. Lungs are expanded. Front of your ribs are expanded. This is your fire chakra. So it brings vital life force down through your chest and ribs, ideally all the way down to your belly. And then come back to center, and we'll go to sway motion. So now taking your spine side to side, alternate opening the left side of your spine and the right side of your spine. Gently. And then come back to center. Extend your arms over your head for seated upward hands. The palms of your hands face each other. Your shoulders drop away from your ears. Stay attuned to your breathing. And then we'll go to Sun Mudra. So you touch your ring finger and your thumbs together, and the other three fingers extend. Middle and index touch. And from here, we'll go to sunlighting. So we saluted the sun. Now we're going to absorb and receive. Unlock your receptivity and receive the light and energy of the sun. The life force of the sun. And then bring your arms overhead, fingertips and thumbs touch, palms do not touch. And then bring your thumbs to your third eye where your brow converges, your deep, profound inner eye, your illuminated wisdom. And connecting with your profound inner wisdom. And let a wide river of wisdom flow through you. Deeper than the thinking mind. And then bring your hands to your shoulders. You may need to scoot up a little bit on your chair so you're more sitting toward the edge of your chair. And we'll spiral the spine. Okay, we're going to add a mantra to this. A mantra is a sound, and this is a very simple, brief sound, so it won't cause you any difficulty. So we're going to go left, right, so that's inhale, inhale, and then Ram, R-A-M, Ram, which means love power. So it's inhale, inhale, Ram, Ram. Inhale, inhale, Ram, Ram. Inhale, inhale, Ram, Ram. Inhale, inhale, Ram, Ram. 2 more times. Ram, 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 Ram. And then come back to center and extend your arms out laterally. Bring your right hand to the side of your chair, or you can, if you have an armchair, you can place your right hand on the arm of the chair. And then side lift across, strong through your left arm by your left ear. So you're getting a wonderful lengthening and stretch down your left body. So from your left hip to your left hand. And then to Moon Mudra, where you bring the palm of your hand to the top of your head. Focus at the crease of your left elbow. If that hurts your neck, just focus directly forward. For Moon Mudra, the moon is a chakra point that sits in the back of your skull. So the moon is shining down through you. And then let's do the other side. Left hand to your left side of the chair. Right arm by your right ear. Strong right arm by your right ear. So you're getting the wonderful stretch now down your right side body. Breathe through your right side body. Like there's a channel there. So you're feeling this stretch from your right hip to your right hand. And now to Moon Mudra, Chakra Kasana. Chandra. Chandra is moon, sorry. Chandra Kasana. And the moon is like a sweet medicine, a sweet elixir that's drooling down through you. Sweetens you. And then come back to center. And then you can scoot back in your chair as needed. You have to navigate this depending on your body and your chair and your environment. And so from here, we're going to work with the legs a little bit. So lift your right leg, latch onto the shin, the right shin. If you wish, and it's doable, you can prop your right foot on the chair. Take a deep breath in. And then on your exhale, fold your forehead to your right knee. Inhale, lift. This is sage pose or Marichyasana. Inhale, lift through your spine, alert spine, energetic spine, right out of the crown of your head. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Last one. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale. And then come back to vertical and lace your fingers, latch your palms under your thigh bone, and we'll go to Kronkasana, Heron pose. So you're going to extend your leg, right leg, and then release. And extend your right leg, and release. Legs are heavy, so you probably feel that. Extend your right leg, last one. And release. Okay, and then relax the right leg, and let's do those two poses with the left leg. So latch on at your left shin bone. If doable and you want to, you can prop the foot on the chair. This is sage pose, Marichyasana. So inhale, lifting through your spine. Exhale, fold, forehead towards your left knee. Inhale, lift. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, fold. One last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And then come back to vertical, lace your fingers and latch on under the thigh bone, the left thigh bone, and we'll go to Kronkasana. So extend the leg, this is your inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release. Enjoy your breathing. Enjoy your breathing for the sheer bliss of it. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, release. All right, and then place your left leg down. Then you're going to probably need to scoot forward on your chair a little bit, and you're going to come back to the right leg, and again, hanging onto the shin, place your left palm on your left thigh, and you're going to take the right leg and turn it out. So you're opening the right hip socket. This is a hip opener. And just do that 2 more times. This hip opening can help you with a lot of different postures and poses. Let's do it one more time. Hip opener to the right, and then come back to center. Then you're going to take the right leg and half cross it over. And you're going to bring your right heel as close to your left hip socket as you safely can. And so this is also a hip opener. This is half lotus, Padmasana, Urdhva Padmasana, if you like the Sanskrit names. And so hang on to the left foot and the left hand to the right foot and the right hand to the right knee. Yeah. And then lift and arc hind back. So this is half lotus with arc. Let your chest breathe, broaden across your shoulders and your collarbones. Shoulder blades move toward each other. Shoulder blades on the upper back. And then come back to center. And then from here, we're going to do half lotus with a twist. So bring your left palm to your right knee and use the chair with your right hand to help you twist and look over your right shoulder. So lots of energy and alertness through your spine as you lift and twist. And then come back to center. And then from here, shove your right heel away from you just a little bit towards your left knee. And we're going to hang over the right leg. So this is modified half lotus stretch. And then come back to vertical and plant your right foot on the ground, and we'll do that same sequence with the left leg. So catch hold of the shin, the left shin, and then rest your right hand on your right thigh bone, and then hip opener to the left. So you open your left leg to the lateral and then bring it back. And open the left leg to the lateral and bring it back. One more time. Open the left leg lateral and bring it back. And then take the left leg and half cross it over. And then as much as doable, you can leave it right here, that's fine. As much as doable, bring the left heel toward the right hip socket. You'll feel more intensity on the left hip socket as you do that. And then we started with the arc. So right hand to left foot, left hand to left knee, and then lift and arc, hind back. So you're lifting the front of your ribs, lifting your chest, your sternum, lift the back of your heart, shoulders expand, shoulder blades move toward your spine on your back body, collarbones broaden, lots of breathing, more than you need. And then come back to center. Then we'll go to the twist, half lotus twist. So bring your right hand to your left knee and use your left hand somewhere on your chair to help spiral you back. So this is half lotus twist. Looking back over your left shoulder. Lots of uplift and energy through your spine. and lots of breathing, more than you're used to. More than you're used to. Enjoy your breathing for the sheer bliss of it. It's the most important part of each pose. And then come back to center, and you can leave your left leg where it is, if that feels okay for you, or you can move it more toward your right knee, if that helps. And then over to half lotus stretch, dropping your upper body over your left leg. Drop the weight of your head. Gentle traction on the back of your neck. And then come back to vertical. And then release your left leg, plant both feet on the ground. And we'll do seated mountain, and then we'll alternate seated mountain with standing mountain. So, like a mountain, you're strong and stable and steady and grounded and rooted. Heavy arms. And then, as much as doable, lift using the strength of your legs to standing mountain. So this is Samasetahi, or also called Tadasana. So your legs and feet are the base, the ground of the mountain, and then your physical body is the body of the mountain, and the crown of your head is the summit. So grounding and ascending at the same time, just like a mountain. Let's go back to seated mountain. Try to use only the strength of your legs. If you need to use your hands on the chair, that's perfectly fine, do that. But if you don't need it, use your own strength. Seated mountain, broad shoulders. And standing mountain, Samasetahi, or Tadasana. All these poses have many names. And one last time. Seated, and we'll end standing. Do a few standing poses directly in front of the chair. Seated mountain. Mountain is often an image used in meditation because of its steadfastness, stability, strength, groundedness. Lots of qualities that are important for us humans. And then Tadasana, standing mountain. Feel the soles of your feet on the ground. Send roots down through your legs and feet. You have to be rooted to fly, grounded to fly. Okay, and then from here, we'll go to squat, Uttanasana. So it's like you're sitting down in the chair, but you're not going to sit your hips down. You're only going to squat. Arms reach by your ears, and your arms frame your head. Strong legs. And then come back to high vertical. And let's just do that one more time. It's a wonderful leg strengthener. Sit your hips back to the chair as if you're going to sit down, but you're not. Take it as low as you safely can. Arms strong by your ears. And then come back to center. And then touch your feet and legs together and we'll go to temple pose. So inhale your arms through lateral, overhead. First 3 fingers lace, index skyward, thumbs point back. So lots of verticality. Feel your abs lifting, grounding through your legs and feet. And let's arc it back. Squeeze on your glutes, protect your low back. Be sure you're breathing. None of these poses cut off your breathing. If they cut off your breathing, ease off the intensity so you can reconnect with your breathing. And then come back to center. And then we'll go to sway motion like we did from the chair. Side lift right, side lift left. Let's stay over to the right and sustain the pose to the right. So you feel a lengthening, a stretch from your left foot to your left hand. Be sure you're breathing. Connects you with the pose. It yokes you with the pose. And then over to the left. Sustain left side, stretch. And feel the lengthening now from your right foot to your right hand. Breathe through your right side body. And then come back to vertical. Let's sustain temple pose for a few moments. Let your eyelids rest sweetly and lightly over your eyes and connect with your sacred earth body temple. Vehicle for the journey. And then re-engage your vision. And we're going to gracefully dive over to Uttanasana, standing forward fold. And you can latch onto your ankles, or you can go ahead and touch the ground if you want to. And then if you need to, flex the knees and rest your chest on your thigh bones. And then lift through flat back, arms through lateral, returning to temple pose. And then we'll go to prayer twist, bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Right elbow lifted, and look over your right elbow. Knees are flexed. And then come back to temple. And then same pose other side. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee or somewhere in that vicinity. And left elbow lifts and look back over your left elbow. If it feels a little shaky, it does require balancing. Your knees are bent. If you need to widen your base, that's fine. And then come back to high vertical. And then relax your arms through lateral, drifting them down to your right and left sides. All right, so let's return to our seats, work a little bit from the chair. And let's start with breath of fire. So breath of fire, we've done this before if you've attended the yoga before, is inhaling and exhaling through your nostrils. And both inhale and exhale are forced. And this is called Bhastrika breathing. And we have an arm movement that goes with it, very simple. So it's inhale, exhale. add a few variations, but it's all very simple. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and ideally 1 per second. Now let's do the same thing, but with the arms forward. Now the same thing with the arms cross. Last one. And then return your arms overhead, and we're going to do another mantra, very simple, single syllable, ha, H-A, ha. It's the seed sound for life force. So you may need to move up to the edge of your chair, and so it's going to be ha, ha. Inhale, ha, 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 ha. Find your sonic power, use your sonic power, ha, 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 ha. And then we're going to do it quickly. Ha, 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 ha. Palms on your thigh bones. Just take a few moments. Feel that vibration flowing through you. Breathing and sound are powerful, and they leave a resonance, a reverberation. See if you can tune into it. All right, so from here, we'll do breath of joy. And we've done this several times. It's one of my favorites. So it's 3 inhales. Inhale with arm gesture. Inhale. Inhale, and then on your exhale, you fall over your legs. 3 inhales. Inhale, 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 fall, exhale. Inhale, 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 fall, exhale. Inhale, 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 fall, exhale, hold over your legs here. And then bring your upper body over to the outside of your right leg. And then bring your upper body over to the outside of your left leg. And then come back to center and curl to vertical. Okay, and then from here, we're going to do camel pose, which is Ustrasana. So use both of your hands on the back of your chair to arc high and back. So get as much arc as you can. You're going to have to come up to the edge of your chair so you can arc back. Camel pose expands your front body. And contracts your back body. Let your lungs and your heart breathe. Chest opens, front of your ribs open, belly lifts. All right, and then come back to center. And from here, lift to standing. And we're going to walk over now to the left side of the chair. So using this is the right side of the chair. It doesn't matter because we'll do both ways, but it's easier to be on the same side with me. So on the right side of the chair, it would help if I would say it correctly. And so your left hand is helping you on the back of the chair. So you're going to lift your right knee and latch onto your right shin. We're going to go to tree pose. And then starting with knee lift. So attuning to your balance from knee lift. If you want, you can lift the left hand off the chair just to test your balance a little bit. See how you're coming along. And then you're going to rotate the right leg out to the right side. And if you can, latch on to the front of the shin or the ankle. And then you're going to put the sole of the right foot to the inseam of the left thigh. If that is too much, then put the sole of the right foot to the inseam of the lower leg. Or you can touch your right toes on the ground if that's what you need to do. You can still practice your balance that way. But whichever one you're doing, the right knee needs to be angled out to the right. That's the configuration for tree pose. So you can place your right hand on your right hand on your heart, or you can extend your right arm by your right ear. And again, give it a little test. See how your balance is doing. And then go ahead and release the right leg. Then you're going to take the right leg. I'm going to do all this over on the left in just a minute. Take the right leg and step it forward so you're lunging to the right leg. Your arms drop by your sides. And then you're going to sweep your arms by your ears and give yourself a little arc back, if doable, for warrior one pose. So your back foot your toes could be pointed directly forward, or they could be turned slightly outward. I think turned slightly outward gives you a little more stability. It's done both ways. And then from here, bring your palms and prop on your right thigh bone, and then drop down over your right leg. And then as much as possible, extend your right leg for head to toe pose. Give you a wonderful stretch on the back of your right leg. And then prop again on your thigh bones, and then come back to parallel feet, parallel legs. All right, so let's do that on the left side of the chair. Now your right hand you're using your right hand on the chair to help you stabilize as needed. And then knee lift left, so you're hanging onto the left shin. And starting to find your balance here with knee lift. Test your balance, even if just for a half a second. And then rotate the left leg out to the left side and latch onto the front of the shin. And then sole of the left foot goes to the inseam of the right leg or the right lower leg, or you can touch your left toes to the ground if that's what's needed. So practicing your balance, you have to start where you are. And then you can bring your left hand to your heart, or ultimately for tree pose, your left arm will be by your left ear. And then give it a little test, see how you're doing. And then return your left hand to your heart. And then release the left leg. Bring your weight back to both legs, both feet. Then you're going to step now your left foot forward. So you're lunged forward on your left leg. And your back leg is extended. You'll probably feel a pretty intense stretch on your calves, the back of your lower leg. And then your arms sweep so they're extended by your ears, framing your head. And your back toes can be facing directly forward, or they can be turned slightly outward. It's done both ways. So this is Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1 pose. And then from here, you're going to rest your palms on your thigh bones, stay with the lunge, and then over to head to toe pose. So extending your left leg as much as possible. It's perfectly okay to keep it flexed, but you want to go slightly beyond your comfort zone, under the edge of pain, but slightly beyond comfort. And then come back to your thigh bones with your palms and come back to high vertical. And then step your feet and legs so they're parallel. All right, and then come back to standing mountain. And then return yourself to seated mountain. All right, and then from here, let's go to monkey pose. So your left hand climbs your left side body, your right arm drops. And then just the opposite. Right arm climbs your right side body, left arm drops. Left arm, left head, left shoulder drops. And then to the right. Nice and easy. And then to the left. And then to the right. And then to the left. And then come back to center. And let's go to let's go to spine roll. So lower your spine over your legs, and then curl your spine to vertical. Nice and easy and gentle. Lower your spine over your legs. And curl to vertical. One last time, curl, flatten your spine over your legs. And curl to vertical. And then to spinal twist. Using the chair for leverage and looking over your right shoulder. Keeping your spine flexible, moving freely in all directions. Opening the conductivity and then spiraling over the left, looking over your left shoulder, using the chair for leverage. Pushing with your right hand, pulling with your left to get your twist. And then coming back to center. Okay, so we'll use let's use sa, ta, na, ma. And that will, and I'll tell you what that means in just a second. Sa, ta, na, ma. So it's thumb to pinky, thumb to ring, thumb to middle, thumb to index. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta is truth, and na, ma is bow. Sa, ta, na, ma. I bow to the truth of my own being. Sa, ta, na, ma. And we'll use this to take us to closing meditation. Sa, ta, na, ma. I bow to the truth of my own being. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. Rest your hands on your thigh bones. Attuning to your breathing. Acknowledging and bowing to the truth of your own being. And acknowledge that you are holding someone. You're holding and supporting your own heart. You're holding and supporting your own soul self. And dear Mother Earth is holding you and me. Rest and breathe in this truth. Bathe in this truth. Feeling the gravity of your own being. And the gravity that connects you to dear Mother Earth. Receiving and absorbing the benefits and the merits of your yoga practice. And we'll close with the sound of the bell. Let the sound of the bell flow through you sweetly, purely, clearly. Namaste.
Thank you everyone for joining us for today's meditation and yoga practice. As always, thank you to Janet Weiss for leading us through those practices. You'll be receiving a link to a short survey where you can let us know what you thought of today's session. That link will also come with a copy of the recording, so if you're interested in viewing the session again or sharing it with a colleague, that recording will be uploaded to our EDWS YouTube page. With that being said, thank you for attending, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.